actually better off with Cam over Tom Brady?
Well, given where they are right now, I would say yes. I don't think there's any question that Cam has through the first two games has looked better than Tom Brady has. The Patriots fans are not going to forget about Tom Brady, Skip. The guy won 6 Super Bowls. He won 3 MVPs. Peyton Manning didn't make Denver fans forget about John Elway. He won an MVP and a Super Bowl, and he took them to another. And they didn't forget about John Elway. So Cam Newton is not going to make the Patriots fans forget about Tom Brady. But I do believe, because Skip, maybe it's because N'Keal Harry is in his second year in this offense, knows the system, he's healthy, and maybe he gravitates a little more to Cam's style of leadership than maybe Tom's. Julian Edelman. Cam can get out of harm's way, keep plays alive. Tom normally had to stay on script. That's what he was. He was as good as we've ever seen going by the script.
Yep.
Cam can get off script. This is fact. Julian Edelman has never had a receiving day like he had Sunday with Tom Brady. And for whatever reason, Cam is getting more out of those receivers than what Tom Brady got last year. Now, I don't skip. There could be a lot of, maybe Julian is more healthy this year than he was last year. N'Keal Harry, he started the season, Skip, he was on IR, so maybe he's healthy. Maybe he has a better grasp of the playbook. Whatever the case may be, this is what we know. These guys are playing better this year than what they played last year for Tom Brady. There could be injury, could be a factor, knowing the playbook when it comes to N'Keal Harry. Skip, Demarius Byrd making plays. I mean, like you say, only thing Bill Belichick did this offseason was get little Demarius Byrd from Arizona.
From Arizona.
And
he's like their 5th receiver.
And he's out there playing. He's out there making plays for him. So Cam is played unbelievable. He shocked a lot of people with how well he's playing. And at the end of the season, if he can keep this going, he will be able to look back and say, I told you so. And a lot of people, and there's going to be a lot of owners looking at their general managers like, we could have had that guy for like $1 million or $2 million, and we stuck with this, and they're there, and we're here.
Yep.
So for me, Skip, maybe it's injury, maybe it's the knowledge of the playbook, but these guys are playing better with Cam than they played with Tom last year.
So far.
Great. So far.
So I do not want to take an ounce away from what Cam Newton has pulled off his first 2 games in New England, because the pressure is extraordinary.
Yep.
And I told you, I can count on one hand the humans who could have stood up to that pressure, and you'd have to go to Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
That's what you'd have to do.
Yeah.
This is replacing the GOAT, opening day in Foxborough against a division rival, albeit Miami, but it's still... The pressure it's incomprehensible. But Cam Newton, yeah, he knows pressure.
Yep.
He was competing with Tim Tebow at Florida for that job. And then he went to Blinn Junior College, and all he did was win the national championship. And he goes to Auburn, and all he did was win the national championship and the Heisman Trophy. Yep. And then all he did in Carolina was he won the MVP 5 years ago.
Yep.
It's just hard to win an MVP, and it's hard to get a team to the Super Bowl, and he did that.
Yep.
Didn't play great in the Super Bowl, but it was just because Denver played a lot better.
Correct.
That was it. It was Von Miller's day, not Cam Newton's day. Okay, so what he did against the Dolphins, extraordinary to me. He was really good. He didn't throw it much, but he ran it great. He looked healthier than he's looked in about, well, since the MVP year, to me. And then he goes to Seattle on a Sunday night, albeit in an empty, what is it? Is it still Century Link?
Yeah, Century Link.
Okay, so it's empty. No 12th man. But he puts on the show of shows on Sunday Night Football. That's the best I've seen him throw the football since his first year in the league. Now, I'll eclipse the MVP year.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the first couple of, he had 3 games in his first 4 in this league in which he threw it that way. And he threw for 422 at Arizona and 432 back home against Aaron Rodgers in Carolina. And then the 4th game of the year, he went to Chicago, and it was 379. And we're all thinking, what have we wrought here? like this guy is going to throw this league for a loop. And then that was it.
Right.
He never really got close to those kind of numbers again.
Until Sunday.
Yeah, until Sunday. And he started to run with it more because he can.
Right.
And we talked about how he, quote unquote, died for the cause in Carolina, and I believe he did. But, man, you want to talk about heaping pressure on him? After 2 games, are you ready to say he's better than Brady was last year? Because that is a mouthful.
No. It's way too early. You still got 14 games to go.
Okay, you got 14 games. So I want to tell you how high the bar was set last year. And again, you have argued with this, but I'm going to plant my flag on this one more time. All Tom Brady did last year with diminishing talent, really on both sides of the ball, was he helped lift that team to the 2 seed. On the final day of the year, they're playing Fitzmagic at home, and the Dolphins are starting to heat up. They're starting to be dangerous. And obviously the coach of the Dolphins used to coach for Belichick, and they come in there ready to play and know what's going to hit them between the eyes.
Right.